I feel sadistic being excited in a way. I feel sorry, but she did it to herself in the long run. What goes around comes around. But will her meltdown be in public? That's the real question. I don't like to address things because it brings more attention, but don't ask about my breakup or say things about it. I'll delete your comments. I'm going through hell right now and I don't know how much more I can take. Don't ask what happened. It's personal and I don't owe you anything about me. Go harass someone else. I'm not even trying to victimize myself here. You're just being an asshole for no reason, okay? Go outside and eat a fruit roll-up. Archive, by the way. They probably just want attention, and well, if so, then I can't take this seriously. Well, if so, then I guess I'm giving it to them. Oh well, what's with people obsessed with Birdie? Both adults and children. I posted another thread about this person, Reddit. Of the people who started making videos exposing Birdie, and one of the members responded a comment about it. Yo, why were you a 20-year-old friends with Birdie and harassing a child? You're more than 5 years older than Birdie. What? Pro. There's no excuse for that. What WTF? Like, I get you feel bad, but that's suspicious. Hold on, let me zoom in. First off, Reddit wasn't actually friends with Birdie. There was no relationship beyond them being in a same server at the same time. They used to be 16, 19 years old in the server, still 19 by the time they were banned. So if they were friends with anyone, it would have been someone within that age range, like whoever the fuck that is. Second of all, they didn't participate in any actual harassment against Charlie. Like, I don't think I can say that. In rating, etc. You need to understand that Birdie would literally ban and harass anyone who didn't make a joke about Charlie. When Reddit did make jokes like the video for the channel, none of it was gross or sexual in a way. I get how it can look suspicious, but I assure you that Reddit didn't do anything weird while they were in the server. But, which funnily enough is very contradicting. Wasn't friends with Birdie, only friends with other consenting ages. Cool. So why were you very content with Birdie until she banned you? Why were you upset your friend group left when if you could have just friended them personally, since they weren't actually friends with Birdie? Therefore, you wouldn't have cared if Birdie, a child, banned them. I mean, this is Birdie, the person who would have banned you. Hold on. I mean, this is Birdie, the person who would have banned you for not making gross jokes, harass another younger child, yet to an adult this was okay. Reddit's birthday is in December. She's 21 now, 2020. She would be 20 and 19, and why a 19-year-old so obsessed with sucking up to it. That talks about that and other things in the video. Reddit questions herself like, what would have made Birdie think I was a Jaime White Knight? Why would she care? She's an adult. She knows the behavior was wrong, yet only cared when she got banned. Was she so concerned about the ban? Why is she claiming to be a victim, despite Birdie and her not being? Also, funny thing to note, in the video Reddit blocks out her Discord name. What does she got to hide? If she didn't do anything wrong and only talked with consenting ages, why would she block out her name? It wasn't like her Discord tag was showing. No one could randomly friend her. It was simply her username, and yes, this is coming from a person named Hiroshima, a different member of the channel. Why didn't Reddit respond herself? Nothing adds up. But hey, most people surrounding Birdie are kids. Easy to fool the naive, I suppose. Evidence found is pretty stupid as well. If I'm not wrong, their reasonings for splitting up was it was becoming too much, and some members were being toxic. Yeah, also their kitty dog video was just fucking stupid. No wonder they took that down. I also want to add that the Rada girl is apparently autistic and likes to act childish according to her own words. And she started crying because some mentally ill 14-year-old banned her from a Discord server. Yeah, she seems to be pretty high on the autism spectrum. Okay, I gotta post this because I'm still shocked by it. Does anybody know Birdie? Does anyone know Birdie? The little kid who was a Sans fan girl and was obsessed with that? Man, there's more to it, but I guess I'll simply drop this video for those who are interested. And the video is deleted. She's a lol cow and always in drama, mainly petty stuff. I find it interesting, especially when there are people that are obsessed with tracking her every moment. It's like Birdie derangement syndrome, but they're all children, so it's whatever. Well, one of those people turns out to be an adult, way older adult, older than me by 2 years. And all this time I thought she was just another kid who was obsessed with drama, but no, she's an adult who willingly was good friends with Birdie, helped Birdie harass other ages that, mind you, willing to listen to Birdie talked about that, holy shit, other people, and making that content, all that. Need I remind you how old the girl is? She is 21, her 22nd birthday is in December, and in this video, which I've archived just in case it gets deleted, I'll post the backup if that happens. She talks about how hurt she was of the friend group, aka Birdie and her other 11 to 15-year-old friends banned her from Birdie's server. Also keep in mind, all the internet stuff Birdie has been doing was public. While this adult woman was friends with Birdie, she only went against Birdie after she was banned from the server. This adult woman has made the channel group other people in and dedicated their time getting in contact with Birdie's exes. Had them expose that stuff regarding Birdie along with the other stuff. She even went after the people who are friends with Birdie, such as Cinnibera3, a well-known animation memer. She helped make the first video about her that sparked other videos and about her, mainly by children. Although that video got deleted, and so was the other videos where she tried exposing Birdie. Other friends, mainly Rex, Racco, Julian, since she was dating at the time, and archive can be found here. But by the way, I also downloaded these videos too. So if anyone, if removed, I guess I'll repost. She also made a video about Kitty Dog on another popular animation memer. Kinda a little count in my opinion, and accused her of being a groomer because she made sexual jokes with other that in her age while she was also a that. Hey, if you haven't seen my post about Jay being taken down, it's because me and him are now friends. He and Sophia have broken up, and Jay is actually a cool person. So yeah, I shall no longer make posts against him. If you are a victim of birdies, just know you aren't alone and that people care. Victims who don't want to speak up publicly are also valid. Not everyone wants to talk about their trauma and needs time to heal and feel better. They are people too with feelings, and we must respect their wishes. What's with people obsessed with Birdie, both adults and children? I posted in another thread about the person Retta, one of the people who started making new videos exposing Birdie, and one of the members responded to a comment about it, which funnily enough is very contradictory. Wasn't friends with Birdie and only friends with the consenting ages. Cool. So why are you very content with Birdie and she banned you? Why are you upset with the friend group? Yeah. I'm pretty sure I already read this. Yeah, I already read this. Never mind. Oof. To add on to this, there was a raid towards Birdie and Retta took part of it. So this, well, I didn't take part in any raids. The thing is nonsense. She took part in a recent raid towards that thing. And that person, she claims to be a victim from despite not actually friends, and there was no relationship beyond them being in the same server. Breadbank 2021. I can't be bothered to scrub through some old screenshots for proof, but I'm pretty sure the main reason why many were exaggerated at Birdie for detransitioning is that, in addition to likely transitioning in the first place to try and get back to Haim, she and her partner, who both eyed as trans at the time, were pretty transphobic to other trans people, especially Haim. I won't express my views on GD, because the forums isn't the place to do so, nor is it really relevant in the context, but for someone to call other people fake trans for not having GD gatekeeping in general, the suddenly transitioning is jarring. I read the timeline before, but I must have been sleep deprived or something, because this shit seems way crazier than I first read it. Do you know about the arrest? Here's the screen caps of the Discord logs. From what I can gather, she said she was playing with her, roughhousing him, I guess. Her parents called the police and explained that she's autistic. At some point, her dad grabs her forcefully and she hits him in self-defense and hides. From the sounds of it, it sounded like she was taken somewhere. I don't know much about the justice system, let alone for that. Where would they have taken her? Juvie? She said she wasn't bailed out and that she was just released because it was a first-time assault charge. I have my doubts any of this is true. Of course, it's just fucking weird. If she was arrested, would there be a record? Or because that, maybe not. We really need to get someone to rewrite OP. There's so much shit here. The timeline is great, but I'd love the detailed posts about the people in her life and to see more of the art and videos she makes related to the events that the timeline describes. That was not the first ever time she was arrested, though. She once said she was also arrested at the age of 11 because she got mad and vandalized her sister's room. Yes, this complete mess of a person, Birdie's timeline, is just an endless cycle of the same exact drama. The ED article has a lot of screenshots, but it was decided it had a screenshot of supposed email from someone to Birdie's dad. Honestly, I think they can give less of a fuck about it whether their kid does it on the on the internet. Also, in the story of her arrest, children can be taken to juvie shelter home or a group home at that, even that, but on some cases I don't know why I'm laughing, but on some cases they will be put into a mental health hospital, or sometimes they are given a social worker who is aid. That's an absolute menace for a child. About time Birdie got her own thread. That aside, I was there when the whole Breadbank thing went down. It was originally a joke inside of Birdie's new X server where people threw themselves with Bread. The actual raid was some people from the server taking it too far and spamming Birdie's and live streaming with the Breadbank 2021. I should also add that apparently Birdie doesn't clean her own room and her own parents just let her live in her own filth. I don't have the screenshots on me, but someone, I think her sister, talked about how her pet ferret shits on the ground of her room, and she doesn't bother cleaning up. Like, considering that she lets her ferret live in her absolute shitstorm of her room, I don't think it's going to be alive for very long. It's not going to be alive for very long. I honestly think Birdie's parents are half-hearted to blame for Birdie's deviancy. They neglect her and clearly are unfit to be parents, and Birdie having autism makes things worse. It makes me wonder what they were actually going to do when she turns 18. As for Birdie's siblings, man, I feel bad for them. I know what it's like to be neglected, especially being stuck living in filth, and to live with shitty people. As that, I hope they can get out of there as soon as possible. Like, sure, you can say, why didn't Birdie do, or she's that, but you gotta look at it through someone with autism and the lack of support she needs. Diurna isn't support, her online friends aren't support, she needs a professional. I've been around, what the fuck? I've been around kids with autism that were around her age and younger. Sure, they have a higher functionality than others, but they still need that proper guidance in order to function normally. Stuff like, not cleaning, being overly angry, and physical aggression is common. It's just how it is, and with Birdie's situation right now, I don't think she's gonna be any better than as an adult, sadly. I just hope this doesn't turn into true crime case. LMAO.